Since we went through the example of selling or processing further that's already calculated in the previous video, now we're going to come down and do the practice problem together. We have Royal Mesa Dairy processes raw milk into 3 products: cream, milk, and skim milk. We have joint costs of just the raw milk itself and then the cost of processing it, giving us a total of $225,000 of joint costs. We also know that at the split off point, so before it's processed further, we could sell these products for $85,000, $120,000, or $45,000. Then we have costs of processing these products further. Sorry, the cost is at the bottom. The additional processing cost is on row 75. In row 74, we see the sales price if we were to process these products further. So we want to do the same sort of thing that was done in the previous video and look at the incremental revenue and costs and decide if we are going to process or sell these products. So I'm going to pull down cream, milk, and skim milk so that we can just stay organized. And so we are going to look at the sales value. Wow, I can't type today. After the split off, or after the process. And we'll just pull this information down. So if it's processed further, it's 135, 185, and 72. Sales value at the split off, 85, 120, and 45. And so this gives us an incremental revenue, which we calculate by subtracting the processing further minus the processing it at split off. So when we complete that math inside of Excel, we see incremental revenue of $50,000, $65,000, and $27,000. Then we need to consider the incremental cost, and we'll pull that from our additional processing cost. And then that will give us a financial advantage or disadvantage. And we'll calculate that by taking the incremental revenue minus the incremental cost and pull that to the right. And so what we can see is that if we process the cream further, there's an advantage of $8,000. So our decision would be to process further. For milk, there's a $10,000 advantage of processing further. So again, we're going to process further. And for skim milk, there's a $2,000 disadvantage. And so we don't want to do that. We want to sell as is.